Hey there, my fellow brewers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Ale Abbey. Episode 8, Brewing the Best Old Ale Ever. Here is the... So if you click on them, I forgot to do this, but if you click on the merchant over here, we can buy items in bulk. So I'm going to buy 100 malt, 100 yeast, and 100 classic hops, and store it in our storage cellar. It's expensive, but I'm buying it at discount. I'm not going to bother with the grapes because they're not discounted, and we don't have any recipes to use grapes at the moment. So here's the herbal ale. Done. And done. I did want Yabushido to try to brew the Hefeweizen for the first time. Oh, I see. All right, we'll have Agro try his hand at the Hefeweizen. The problem is the Hefeweizen doesn't really have any drinkers. So I'm going to brew a smaller quantity of it because it's going to be given to, like, bandits or drank by us fermentines. It's not, we don't have a good market for the stuff yet. We are working on unlocking Heffendorf's next tier for the market, but they're already pretty, the demand is average. They're already kind of inundated with beer. Although, with that said, they don't have anything currently selling, so it would make sense to brew something up for their market. So here's the farmhouse ale. This farmhouse ale satisfies the bishop's task, and now we have a final ale quality +3 for 2 weeks. And this Cathcraft can go to Heffendorf, which I just said I wanted to do. So, the new Hefeweizen, brewed by Yabushido. And we'll do a crazy lot of it, because it can be sold to that town. And I think the quality is going to be really, really, really high, because we have a +3 here modifier, and a +3 in the Enthac attack modifier. Plus our breweries are, like, rigged up with a whole lot of decorations and the like. So I think if there's ever a time to have, like, fantastic quality, it's now. So you guys want me to unlock something in Brewlosophy? And I did say I wanted fermenting schedule shortening. So there it is. And I'll have you guys vote yet again. So the Radical Brewing is the recipe thing. The Brewlosophy is going to be probably the larger sales, so they can buy in bulk better. Brew Liquor Fermentine, again, is going to be the ingredients preparation. Craft Conveniences will be likely the scientific tool, and then Rustic Reflections is going to be the kegs reservoir. All right, taking a look at the markets. 300 liters, 175 liter-ish, 250 liters. So all three markets have plenty of stuff to sell. Good. New contract for a blonde. Well, we do have an award-winning blonde, so I'm going to negotiate a little higher. And we got it. Given that the Banlish blonde was, like, award-winning, I don't really want to rework that recipe. But let's take a look at all of our recipes. So the revised Yodelite, no one's brewed yet. So I don't want to phase out the regular Yodelite, but as you can see, it's like 10 points higher. But we can revisit maybe the old ale recipe that we have, because the next contest we are going to have is going to be for an old ale, if I'm not mistaken. So let's have Merps try to make a new old ale. So this new old ale is going to be the Fang Face. And give it some strong yeast. Amber malt. 2 amber malts. It's gonna be kind of strange. Even pepper? Did I screw this up? I mean, they're all in the green, but it only goes up to 45. Let me try something very boring. Well, that's only the 38, and that's like uninventive. So I kind of like my like strange ingredient inventiveness. So honey, amber, that's 41. Anything? I'll take out one of the ambers and see if there's strong yeast. No, that ruins it. Well, not ruins it, but lowers the maximum quality. God, it's hard, man. Hard to come up with something that people are gonna want. I guess I'm uninspired. Cause that taste falls out of the range here. I know foam falls out of the range. And now strength falls out of the range. I'm just like constantly tweaking. Whatever I did the first time was like better than every other iteration I've done since. So that was what? Strong yeast, honey, amber malt. Amber malt? No. Brown malt. And then one less. Take the honey out? 41. Oh yeah, I did have pepper. But pepper now is going to lower the quality. I think because foam goes down. But if I added pepper, the taste is too strong. Take out a brown malt. Oh, wait. Something raised it up to 45. What ingredient was that? God, old ales are so picky. It was amber malt. Oh, okay. So here's a 0 to 45. That will, I think, be better than what we ever had before. I'm going to scan through all of the ingredients to see if anything moves the needle even more. But no, I think that's as good as it gets. It also has like a lot of trait chances for vintage, for extra quality, for chromatic delight, for delivery to bandits, spice, which is additional satisfaction, and then ester bomb, which is bonus payment and delivery. So yeah, Merps, write this thing up. This is the Bang Ol Ale. That took a while, so sorry about that. New hires. These guys' intuition's rather good, but I have a bunch of brewers now. I'm not really sure I need anyone new. 2 ingredients on sale, pepper and amber malt. I will buy the amber malt. I'll buy 60 of it. And as you can see, it gets stored in the storage here. So the storages are fully functional, just like the cellars. Noble Hef, 59! Holy moly! Alright. That is the highest we've ever brewed anything. I don't believe I've tried to make a Yodel Light with anyone yet. So Aggro, you try your hand at a Yodel Light. Wow, 59. My goodness. And that 59 is without additional ingredient preparation. So that 59 is even more incredible than how it sounds. All right. We've got another Blonde Ale contract. They're not asking for a lot of volume, so I negotiated them higher. Actually, I just realized these 2 contracts don't add up to, they're less than 300. So if I brew a batch of 300, I can deliver Blonde Ale to both. So, good. That strangely worked out. So this is a revised Yodel Light, and it's at 46 quality, which is massively higher than anything than the light beer we had before. So, the regular Yodel Light maxed out at like 48, and this stuff went many points higher. So I'm going to delete the old recipe. We haven't yet brewed the fangled ale, so that will be the next thing I attempt. Because You are currently brewing... How do I see what you're working on right now? I don't know if there's a way for me to tell, like, what you're actively working on, but I'm gonna try to make the new Fang Old Ale. And I'll just do a big batch of it. At this point, like, I'm just max batching everything, because I don't see a reason why not. What did you guys vote on? Brew liquor fermentine. Okay. So that means I'm going to get ingredients preparation, and that will be really handy for contest queuing, or contest preparation. It seems like the change of light level, phasing out like the inefficient candles, have really made custodial work much easier now. And that's great. Even if Yabushido just kind of falls asleep on the ground. Yo, Yabushido, you, like, have a bedroom and everything. Alright, so here's another bishop task. Give it a little ready read. So, your fermentines deserve rest, your maltiness. Retire a fermentine who has served for a decent length of time. Quite bittersweet, I know, but the order rewards such long-standing service, and you for managing it. So, retire a fermentine with 2 years or greater of service, and I get free upkeep for 60 days in florins. If you're wondering, I have about 5k florins right now, so I am not hurting for cash. If that's any influence about how you vote. Alright, looks like nah. New contract for a farmhouse. Sure. I tried to over-negotiate. So this is the Noble Hef brewed by someone new. Whoa, okay. This has like a lot of really interesting traits. So it's divinely inspired just because we have the Enthak attack in our cellar. Meditation ale. So weak in autumn and winter months goes up. Right now it's summer, so that's not super helpful. When sold in the market, it has a bonus to reputation growth and a reduction in impact to market saturation, which is really helpful. And then it decreases the chance of monks falling drunk. I'll sell it to Hefedorf because we're trying to raise Hefedorf's reputation, and this thing has the reputation boon built into it. I thought I was brewing up the blondes here, but I wasn't. So we need to make a banless blonde with Yabushido. And this is the first time Yabushido's making it, so hopefully it rolls high. Fingers crossed. Fangled Ale rolled a 35. That's not very good. But it is pretty handy to have in our cellar. So the Cathodon craft here is liquid bread for additional satisfaction, but this prevents them from like falling asleep on the ground, and it also has additional satisfaction. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the drinking from Cathcraft to Fangold, and then sell the Cathcraft. And let's do a new brew. So, Aggro got a 32 on Fangold and has a 43 on Udigal 9, which is the same style. So I'm interested what Merps brews the Fangold. Maybe I don't need like a massive batch though. So I'm gonna have every brewer attempt it, and if the average of all the brewers is better than the previous recipe, then I'll phase out the old recipe. That's kind of my like process. Banlish Blonde. Ooh, that's not good. Yabushido, it's good enough for delivery for these quests, but he rolled a particularly low roll on the award-winning drink, because that was our like best blonde that won the contest. So if we take a look at the man blonde, he rolled a 10, between 6 and 42. That sucks. I mean, that's almost minimum roll, whereas aggro rolled a 35 with a max of 42. So Yabushido just does not brew that good at all. Oh well. I did want him to try fangled to see if his fangled is going to be better, and I'll brew a full batch, because I'm sure I'll find a market for it. So this fangled, yes, okay, this fangled is high enough. Any flavor requirement is automatically fulfilled by this ale, no matter the flavor value. Oh my goodness. So this brew is possibly good enough to win the contest. It's worth noting because it's she rolled a 40 between 5 and 51. Yeah, I mean, that's very good compared to the 43 that she had in the last one. So it might be worth phasing out the old one soon. What do we need? We need blonde ales. No, you don't even drink blonde ales. We'll do... Has Merps, who has not brewed the Hefeweizen? Yeah, Merps has not brewed the Hefeweizen, so I'll have her brew the Hefeweizen now for the first time. Okay, we have a new commercial license. Awesome. I might need to make new recipes for this, so it's probably worth waiting until Merps is done with her brew. But this is to unlock a new town, Pilsnerheim. So it's a farmhouse ale that is taste 7 with estery yeast, and an herbal ale of foam 5 with wheat malt. Our current recipes, I don't believe fulfill this. So that's farmhouse taste 7 estery wheat. So our farmhouse does not include estery wheat, so it does not fulfill that requirement. And then the herbal ale that we have, I don't think has foam 5 with wheat. It has foam 4, so it's close, but it doesn't quite hit the requirements either. So this will be 2 new temporary recipes to unlock Pilsnerheim. And then we have a farmhouse requirement. Sure, whatever, I don't care. Boo, they say. Yeah, boo me, I don't care. Ingredient preparation will be unlocked to 260. And entering the next contest, it might be worth having Merps brew up the fangled ale, once I get the ingredients preparation tier 2. Oh, but here we go. Fangled ale brewed by Yabushido is also very, very, very good. It's good to know. I think it was equivalent. Let's see. Fangled ale. Yabushido was 51. I think she was a 54. I forget exactly what it was, but very, very, very solid. So Yabushido, let's find something new for you to brew. You've never brewed the Yodelite. So let's do a jumbo batch of Yodelite. See if it's any good. Why would you stop brewing? Isn't that what you started? Oh, yeah. One judge didn't like prepped ingredients. True. Herbal ale for... That's 280 liters of herbal ale, so I'm not going to negotiate this too high, and I still lost. Oh, well, screw you then. Once the contest comes back around, I'll look at all of the known data about our judges. Nice. That was a pretty solid brew. I think the Yodelite roll was rather high there. I'm gonna wait a minute. The Nobla Hef. Oh my god! 66! Holy moly. Merps, what the hell? Girl, you on drugs. So here is the ingredients preparation tier 2, which also unlocks the ingredients prep post. I already have an ingredients prep post. I don't think that there's a higher tier of it. It's just the one, if I'm not mistaken. What this allows you to do is when you brew a beer, let's say we're brewing a Banless Blonde, you can go to ingredients treatment optional, and previously we had a quality bonus of 3%. Now we can have a quality bonus of 6, or not percent, but from 3 to 6. So it allows us to raise the requirements. So the next thing I want to do is I want to create new recipes with Merps. Merps, you're happy, right? Yeah, you're happy. Create a new recipe with Merps that fulfills the Pilsnerheim requirements. So the first one we're going to do is the Farmhouse Ale. And this is going to be named the Steel Boot. And this Farmhouse Ale needs a taste of 7 and to use estuary wheat. Or yeast, sorry. So taste of 7. This has a taste of 7. It's a little colorful. Maybe I'll get rid of the grapes and put something else in. Honey. There we go. This feels pretty balanced. So it's brown malt, estuary, yeast, honey, and then the classic ingredients. It meets the 7 flavor. It meets the yeast requirement. And it's somewhere between 0 and 41. So as long as we roll greater than 20, it will meet the requirements. The fermentine will be, of course, Merps, because she's smart. And this is going to be the Steel Boot Ale. And currently I'm not brewing anything with anyone. So let's take a look at the markets. Malsdorf could use some blondes. Hoppendorf is pretty infused. And Heffendorf is pretty infused. So I'm going to do 2 mega batch of blondes for... Actually, I'm going to do a batch of blondes with aggro. And then a batch of light ale from Yabushido. To sell to that town that doesn't have anything to sell. While we write up the new recipes. Question. Now that I have the ingredients preparation post tier 2, what to research next? So, Radical Brewing would be the create from existing. Brew's philosophy would be the larger sales to buy in bigger bulk. Brew like a fermentine. Let's see. Brew like a fermentine will allow the use of coffee. Crafted conveniences would be the, maybe the scientific tool. And then the rustic reflections would be like the barrels. Have y'all choose that? The Enthak Attack is fully barrel aged now. I am going to give it to the bandits because it's eventually going to spoil. It's not like high quality, but it has the very special properties of divine inspiration, which increases the quality of all the ales brewed. So I'm going to keep it in here for as long as I can until the shelf life is gone. And I'm not drinking from it. So Steel Boot Ale just got written up. Perfect. And then let's do the other recipe, which is the herbal ale. So we're going to make an herbal ale. The herbal ale needs to have a foam of 5, or a color of 5, and use wheat malt. So let's raise color with brown malt. There we go. And then strength needs to go up. There. That's actually pretty straightforward. And it's really not a bad recipe. All things considered. The maximum quality is rather high. So I'm also going to add strong yeast to it too. So it has a possible max of 47. That actually might rival our current recipe. It might be better than, so it might actually replace what we currently have. This is going to be the Bryzit. Merps writes it up. The Bryzit brew. Normally when we have like commercial license unlockers and recipe unlockers, the unlocker recipes are like not very good, but this Bryzit could actually have a chance to stick around, which would be unusual and like awesome, because I don't love a bunch of one-off recipes. Oh, rough. This is infected. Well, even though it's infected, we can still sell it. Heffendorf. We aren't going to raise the reputation until we actually fulfill the commercial license stuff. So now that we're starting to sell this, let's make the farmhouse brew with Yabushido. Max amount. And then once the new recipe for the Bryzit's written up, we'll have that brewed up in the Zeneko brewery. And that should satisfy our commercial license and open up a new town. And hopefully this new town will be a better market for our higher quality craft. Because up until now, the towns that we had access to are like small and poor. And being both small and poor does not mean that it's good for big profit. To be blunt. Okay, there is a new competition. So as far as the judges go, Hildegard does not like ales prepared with ingredient preparation, which is tricky. That means that we can't use our ingredient prep posts without pissing her off. So unlocking that in research might have been pointless. If you're wondering, these traits are randomized every time you play. So, like, you might not get these. These aren't static. These are dynamic. Carlos wants a quantity of 300 submitted, and never a quantity less than 100. Theos, we don't know, but he does not like the foam in the yellow range. So, if we are making stuff for this contest for Old Ale, before I even... Fang does not have the foam in the yellow. So, we can enter, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So let's go ahead and enter this contest. And it looks like you guys want me to research something in crafted conveniences. Got it. Let's enroll. And new brew. Merps has a 51. What was Yabushido's? I might not, I don't know if there's a way to find that out right now. I think it was a 54, so I think it might be worth waiting for Yabushido to brew it. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Bryzit brew with aggro to fulfill the commercial license. Ooh, money's getting low. We better fulfill some contracts. So crafted conveniences, we're going to get scientific tool. And you can vote in the next one. So the next crafted convenience that I would get would be maybe the laundry basket. It doesn't really matter, but it goes in the custodial closet to reduce trash. There you go. So in our library, I'm going to sell the pile of books. And then put in the scientific tools. I'm going to also sell the candelabra and put in scientific tools as well. And then light level here is not super bright, but I can put another lamp there. Perfect. So now the library has more scientific tools, and as a result, we'll have a higher quality of chances of getting special traits. And all the special traits are basically positive. You want special traits. There's no point in trying to avoid them. I'm gonna buy a little bit of, you know what? We don't have a lot of money right now. I'm not gonna start buying in bulk. Seems like a bad idea. Hey, John. And Giles. Thank you for the resubs. So we have tons of beers being sold on the market, so I think our weekly sales are going to be quite high. And then once we have all the brews delivered for the commercial license, there's also like the reward for being awarded the commercial license, so I'm not too worried about our coin. I think that will bounce back quite quickly. Oh, Bishop has something to say. So you guys want me to get Radical Brewing? Got it. And Choice. He's basically telling us to place first. Obtain first place or better. What the hell is or better than first place? I don't know. And if we accept this and receive it, we gain additional fair prices in all markets for 30 days. So, you want to gamble on us? Yes or no? And it looks, I'm going to guess you guys vote yes. Give you another moment. Alright, yeah, we're going to accept his challenge. So Yabushido, finish up this batch so I can brew some fangled ale. And I think it's probably worth phasing out Udagal 9. So sorry, Udagal, but it's gone. And then, Bryza Brew has a higher than K386, but I haven't brewed it. So I don't want to phase out the K386 yet, because there's a possibility. I'm going to get rid of the Emily stuff. There's a possibility that it's despite its maximum quality, our brewers aren't very good at it, which would be a reason not to get rid of the old recipe. No, I'm cutting it a little close with the competition. It's too bad I can't just, like, abandon a brew. Dump it! Malsdorf wants some light ale. They don't want a lot of light ale, so if they want light ale, I'm gonna negotiate, like, very high. Yeah, because I was not eager to fulfill that contract. So, here's the Bryza Brew. 38, which is, it needed to be 10 plus, so that's totally fine. And we'll sell that to Malsdorf, I guess. Or actually, no, sorry. Give it to the commercial license person. Yes. That was the whole point. Oh my god, I almost did that wrong. Okay. The Bard's Song. One second. Just typing up some polling. So, for 3 months, we are being asked to keep a bard. We would let him perform in the monastery. He would give something the Fermentines to laugh at, although the bandits will hate it. Or we can send him off to the villages with our blessing, where the locals will need to drink more ale to endure him. So, if we keep the bard at the Abbey, he will drink a lot of ale, marked for consumption, and if we do it, we gain satisfaction till the end of the event, but the bandit standing decreases quickly. And if I fail, unhappiness and bandits are real pissed. If I send it to the villages, we have to pay money that is deducted, but we gain fame and fair prices in the markets. So basically, do we host the bard or do we send the bard to the villages? The positive is satisfaction at the loss of bandits, and this is a fame and fair prices at the loss of money. I like how he's going to be playing an ale guitar. I could just imagine a drunk bar going, yeah, yeah! And, like, not actually having an instrument. Because that kind of seems what this is about. Yeah, you guys want me to send them to the villages. Got it. So it ain't my problem. Okie dokie. So we're gaining fame and fair prices in all markets. Meaning I should really be hitting the markets hard. Because fair prices is nice. So let's look at what makes me the most money. Revised Yodelite makes 16. Cathodon Craft makes me 19. Bandless Blonde makes me 20. Alright, let's brew up some Bandless Blonde by aggro. And take advantage of the fair price market rate. I'm a little worried that I won't even meet the competition 8 time yet. So Steel Boot Ale is 50. And this is getting delivered to the merchant. And then New Brew. Oh, they're the same. Alright, so I'm going to have Yabashita do it. And hopefully we have it delivered to the competition in time. Fingers crossed. I'm a little worried, but like, if it doesn't get there, it doesn't get there. Oh well. New candidates to hire. I'm not really looking for anyone, so I could just straight up ignore that. Go, 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 Yabashito. Brew, 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 quickly. Competition is coming. Yeah, I'm ready to bounce back. Let's do some Yodelite. Brewed by Merps. Merps has never brewed it before. Alright, there is time to enter this into the competition. It's a 54. It's a full batch. Oh! Well, I might learn some new traits. And then, the commercial license has been gained. Congrats! Your maltiness, your majestic ales clearly deserve the right to be sold in the settlement of Pilsnerheim. So Pilsnerheim is a higher pop, but affluence poor, and they like farmhouse ales. They have really high demand, and they only drink farmhouse ale. So, on the new brewing vat here, let's brew up a... Steel Boot has a max of... Okay, let's brew up some Cathcraft with Yabushido. And then our recipes, I think the Steel Boot does not rank higher, so I'm going to get rid of it. So we have one of everything, I think. Herbal, Amber, Blonde, Farm, Hef, Light, Old, Herbal. So I have 2 herbals, and I think it's official that the K386 is getting phased. Because we brew it, the new one, well enough. I'm saving up 260 for the create from existing and radical brewing. And then you can vote on what comes next. So I submitted 300 liters, which is good for Carlos. I did not prepare the ingredients, which is good for Hildegard, or at least not bad for Hildegard. And the foam was not in yellow range, which is at least not bad for Theo. Right? So hopefully this will satisfy their needs. And the ale that got delivered is, you know, quality or whatever. All right, Yodelite brewed by her is a 34. And let's flood Pilsnerheim with Farmhouse. So Cathcraft brewed by Aggro, Max. Because they are, they're the only ones with demand. We've been flooding the last 3 villages. We still actually need to push Heffendorf up a little higher. To max out its reputation. But we might as well take advantage of the high demand in the Pilsnerheim. Just helping unsweep it a little bit. All right. A new contract for Old Ale. It's a high volume. I agree to it. And the competition results. Drum roll. Let's see. Let the voting begin. Heavily to the last drop, 135. This ale aligns fairly well with the competition style. Not flawless in every detail, but a sound match overall, 65. This ale stirs no displeasure and found true flavor in at least one heart. 30 out of 30, 10s across the board. Finally, someone's sending enough ale for the party, so that makes the dude that wants 300 liters happy. I think we did pretty well. Oh yeah, we got first, because I can already see the check mark over here. Monastery of St. Yoda! Places gold! What's up? Claim the rewards. So, we get unique furniture, Mug of the Ancestors. Which is our, like, gold. We gain fame. Fermentines work faster. Prices and sales of the winning ale goes up. And then, of course, on top of all of that, the Bishop's Task is done. The fair prices in the markets right now, stupid high. We're getting a plus 40%. Holy moly. All right, where's that furniture? Where is my, like, mug of love or whatever it is? What room does it even go in? Don't tell me it's the ablation. No, it's not the ablation room. I don't know where this reward... Oh, here it is. So the Mug of the Ancestors gives us what exactly? Let me just put it down anywhere. Satisfaction from drinking ale. This value increases how much satisfaction the fermentines receive from drinking ale anywhere in the monastery. Oh, damn. All right. Yeah. Let's put it in our refectory, aka our dining hall. Sounds like a reasonable place for it, I think. Thank you for tuning in to Ale Abbey, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow abbots,